Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 2 Lorethrough episode 7. We are in the middle of a abandoned hospital.
I'm not about to play with fire.
And Geralt's not about to play with fire.
12 fever.
I guess he did anyway.
Pupils. Has there been any stool?
And this is another one of the hospital patients. Yeah, so this is a haunted hospital. You're gonna see a whole lot of haunted people here. And none of them are happy. Unsurprisingly, none of them are happy.
7. Involuntary cramps of the facial muscles. It's St. Vitus syndrome. He's dribbling.
He's dangerous. Lock him up.
Now you
4,
might think...
12 fever. Shakes. Dilated pupils. Has there been any stool?
You might think that's a doctor talking, but no. It's far more likely that this is a patient who just is rambling and repeating what the doctors have said, because everybody's crazy, you know? So that is. We also fight a lot of wraiths here, unsurprisingly. A whole lot of wraiths. No, come here. No, don't move back, you monster. Literally, you monster. I'm not having that. Mainly because I can't be bothered. Thank you. Next. Hi. Please stop. And instead, die. I can't hear the guys talking behind me now because you're being a wraith about it. Stop being a wraith about it. Thank you. Okay. Steal more things.
Where's it all from? Must clean it. To the bone. To the stone. Is it mine? No matter. Clean it.
So you can kind of hear.
Blood. Where's it all from?
Kind of.
Clean it.
We found another hospital files. This is number 1. The woman manifests strong symptoms of schizophrenia. To avoid marring her beauty, I decided not to employ the standard therapy, the red-hot circlet, but instead to encase her herb dosages. As she was prone to having fits of aggression, I have had the patient chained. The pictures she has painted on the walls should be analysed. Right. So that's about the patient I was talking about in the previous episode as well. But yeah, like I said, there's more to her than you think. She's a very interesting type.
I beg you, help! Give me some medicine!
It's a picture.
They deserve to suffer! I'm in pain. I beg you, help!
I'm trying to be
Give me some medicine!
quite quiet because, you know, you can't... There's no subtitles for some reason. Yeah, I've never really figured out what this was. I
beg you, help! Give me some medicine!
They're very upset. I thought the right-hand side was just sort of some of a hammer of some kind, but I don't know. I can't really make much out of this drawing at all, not even if I try to theorize. I have no hints towards that, but everyone's unhappy, so that can't be good. It's another one. Again.
The floor.
No idea what that's supposed to be, although one thing that it could be is actually an elven calendar symbol, because the elven calendar has seasons linked to each other each time. So there's actually more of this in the magic video that I'm currently writing. I've been writing for like months by now. But yeah, elven calendar might be a thing. Another one. Yeah, and I think these are just dead people. Depressing, but true. This is the guy we're looking for. And he wants everyone to go away.
Whatever happened here made quite an impression, even on those who were mad.
Yeah, well, you know, they're all dead, so there's that. I don't want to go away, you go away. I'm not sure there were more drawings in other cells. I don't think so. I don't think so. Zing. Hi, guys. See, they're the same ones each time. I'm looking at I do this every time I play this game. I'm looking at the images again. It's like, can I make something out of this? But I totally can't. I just can't. I have no idea. Just a whole lot of blood. Hi, guy.
Leave me be! Away with you!
No, you.
Control yourself.
It's not my fault. It wasn't me, not me.
What's not your fault?
Fire. Fire everywhere. It wasn't meant to happen. I didn't want that, I swear.
Won't get much out of you until I calm you down. Maybe the fire didn't consume everything. Maybe I can find some medicine, a sedative.
Go away!
Because unsurprisingly, there's more to this story than they told you. Oh, everyone's very surprised. Very surprised indeed. Yeah, it's the same one again. A rising sun. No, I'm picking this up first. You can't make me stop. Zoom. Hi. I do want to loot, so you're gonna have to die. And you can't really back up too far, so... Hit him, Geralt. Hit her. Hit it. Doesn't matter. Loot. Okay, you done? You good? Thank you. Hospital notes too. The eldest of our residents, this patient has been with us longer than any other. Cold water therapy has failed in his case, and there seems to be no promise of improvement. I've had him chained and reduced his food rations to weaken the strength of the illness and limit his self-destructive tendencies. I have begun to employ herbs, because as you know, when you're very sick and you don't eat much, then the sickness gets weaker too. Yeah. Yeah. Duh. Medical notes on patient 15. The patient is persistently delusional. He claims to have been abducted by the Wild Hunt. He recounts fantasies of a world where genocide happened and where unicorns wander human graves. Sometimes his delusions contain elven gardens. Furthermore, the patient claims that when he escaped the Hunt's captivity a year ago, so much time had passed in our world that he saw the graves of his children. This is all true. Obviously, we know that. They don't know that. They think the guy is crazy. But yeah, in the NL world, an hour there is like years here. So the poor guy was only there momentarily and everyone around him died in the real world. And there are, in fact, unicorns. And there is a whole lot of abduction. And all the humans in the NL world did, in fact, die. I talk about this in my Elven video, though, so I won't go into this too much. If you are interested, obviously, watch my elf Witcher stories, but the NL elves invaded a human-populated world, killed all the humans, and then stayed there, and then used the leftover humans as slaves. I believe they only used the women as slaves as such, as like grooming slaves. Considering this is a guy, I suppose they probably used the male humans for manual labor outside of the city because they were less nice to look at, I guess. Poor people. And everybody's dead. No, don't do that. That's unfortunate.
Guess
I don't want to be
learn.
dead. Well, they don't have to learn if I keep doing the things that I'm doing. Faster dying, please. Thank you. Much obliged. Alright. Here you go. I said here you go.
What's going on? Where am I?
Very
Easy.
disgusting.
Rupert asked me to find you.
Rupert lives.
Listen, you and your friend. I don't get it yet, but you aren't telling the truth. That's painfully apparent. This place seems to have a very dark past, one you had a hand in. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Great. So now you can tell me the story and don't skip a thing.
Story?
There's always a story, Gridley. Spit it out.
We're former soldiers, fought for Eden during one of the wars with Nilfgaard, times long past. I was Rupert's adjutant in the field hospital that our unit set up in this manor house. We didn't at all mind who lived here. In fact, the inmates were friendly. At the outset, that is. One day our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian. He was desperate to win his freedom and claimed he was part of a detachment that had concealed the booty looted in Eden. We couldn't believe our fortune, thought the gods had smiled upon us. We'd heard incredible tales of this treasure, questioned any black one we'd captured. It seemed all our efforts would finally be rewarded. We decided to make him talk.
By torturing him?
Our commander wanted to break him on the wheel, but Rupert said he knew a better way. There's a local herb. If you brew and drink it, you can only tell the truth. The commander interrogated the prisoner, drawing a map in the process. And we celebrated, talked of how we would divide the treasure, and took ever greater liberties with the patients. The priest looking after them began to protest, and one of our boys split his head open.
Nice, Gridley. Keep talking and I just might let you go alive and intact. What happened next?
Once the prisoner revealed where the treasure was hidden, the commander had him quartered in front of the lunatics. They'd shown signs of madness before, but when they smelled blood, well, we could not control them. Many we simply had to cut down. I don't even know how the fire broke out.
Any of the patients survive?
A young woman we managed to pull from the burning building. She was nice, quiet, and willing. 2 nights later, she slit our commander's throat, and that was all we saw of her, and of the map, of course. The war was ongoing, and shifting fronts forced us to abandon our search for her soon after.
And here you are, back after many years. Really think you can still find her around here?
Life's not treated me well since then, and Rupert's had it even worse. This is our chance to reverse our fortunes. Fate smiled upon us once. Perhaps by some strange chance it still holds us in favor.
I wouldn't count on that. I think we're dealing with one heavy curse here. And it looks like we need to start by finding that Nilfgaardian's corpse.
Go away!
There he is. Yeah, so that is the history of this
Away!
pleasant little hospital.
Leave me be!
And he's
Away
gonna
with
leave
you!
now. Listen, we're not actually going to let them get away with this. I won't tell you what happens yet, obviously, but yeah.
No matter.
The patients were obviously also fed hallucinogenic herbs, so they were all kind of crazy already, so that did not help. Look here, someone's also hanging. I mean, not quite quartering, but close enough, I suppose. I think that's all the loot we're gonna find here. Yeah. Hi. I think there's one more hospital file as well.
Leading wolves.
What do you want, Spectre? Their deaths?
2 of 20 return where none remain. Yet one shall judge them. If he is merciful, he will feed them to the dead. If he is cruel, he will grant them what they came for.
A prophecy. I should have expected as much.
Bring me their hearts, so I may feast on their cowardice. Bring me their eyes, so I may spit in them before they are forever extinguished.
Is that your offer? Fine. I'll lift this curse one way or another.
Right, so you actually have 2 paths here. They don't really say this. Actually, I think if we go back to Gridley and Rupert, they tell you. So hold on, I won't tell anything yet. I think they actually tell you what the other path is. There we go, that's the last one. The patient's drawings seem to confirm the diagnosis of schizophrenia. The cruelty prevalent in them undoubtedly stems from childhood events, a strong trauma, to be confirmed, coupled with a dominating mother have warped this poor creature's mind. The patient will receive treatment. I've decided to increase the dosage of her herb mixture in addition to its healing properties. The concoction seems to force patients to reveal the truth about themselves, and the truth frees us. Right, so I wanted to talk about this a bit. First of all, the whole schizophrenia thing, I think there was, I don't know if this was still in the files or if this was a removed file or I read it somewhere else, but that she also had some hints of being a CRS, so she was probably a daughter of a mage or 2 mages, and they have a very strong likelihood to become mentally unstable, basically. So schizophrenia could be one of them, and especially because of the fact that they, the way that they treat her. The whole thing with the revealing the truth about themselves, they obviously fed that to the Nilfgaardian as well. And I've always wondered how, if this girl was here and she was forced to reveal truths about herself, whether she would have also been prophesizing, because he keeps talking about this, right? So I kind of theorized that she was a seeress because of all these things, because I don't actually think that a concoction that forces people to tell the truth is really as powerful as they. Hold on, because my PC's being loud again. I don't think that's actually a thing. Even in the Witcher world, this is the only time I've ever heard mention of it, because if that was a thing, if there was in fact a concoction, that would always, guaranteed, make someone tell the truth. You'd think people would use it a lot more often over just general torture, because then you'd just be like, okay, now this is the truth. This is just... You can't go against this. This is the truth. So I think the Nilfgaardian obviously wanted to save his life, so he told them everything about the map regardless. I don't think they really needed the potion or the thing, the draught itself at all. So I think that maybe this girl actually started prophesizing instead, because she was a little bit out of it already. But that's just a theory. Like, that's just a theory, a game theory. But I thought she was a very interesting case. Anyway, the people in this hospital, the ex-soldiers, obviously can't all be punished except for the 2 that we have. And because I heavily agree with the fact that they don't really deserve any kind of mercy, we're not going to spare them.
I met the Nilfgaardian's ghost. Let's find your comrade.
Let's.
Gridley, you live. What happened down there?
I found the ghost of the Emperor's soldier.
You're the Witcher. Get rid of it.
Or not, right. Okay, you can say this. I'm not 100% sure if you can do the other path if you choose the ghost once you're dead just to see the conversation. Let's just see. I'll reload if you can't.
The ghost wants revenge. It brought you here to the scene of the crime. It'll lift the curse in return for you.
By the gods, you'll not help him, will you?
The ghost wants your hearts and your eyes.
Gods, you must trick him. Surely you know a way.
I could pull the hearts out of some neckers. Thing is, I'm wondering if it's worth it.
Witcher, I beg you, do what you must. Go see the butcher for some pig's eyes and hearts, anything. You'll not send us to a cruel death.
Pig hearts? I suppose there'd be some poetic justice in that.
Right.
You're the Witcher, get rid of it.
Yeah, okay, so you can't do the other one.
You're the Witcher, get rid of it.
I don't actually want to do that. I don't actually want to save them. But I can't go the other way around, and I want to go the other way around, so
Witcher,
I'm
get
going
rid
to
of
reload it. Because, as I reload, I'll just tell you, the ghost doesn't buy it, right? I'm not gonna redo this one, obviously. The ghost doesn't buy your pig heart thing, your necker eyes, whatever. He doesn't buy it. He says, this is not them. This is not who they are. I'm gonna leave them back again. And then you have to fight him. Which, you know, is a fair enough path. There we go. I'm trying to think while I walk.
Give me some medicine.
I want him to die. Is that evil? Probably, for they're not very good people. They abused a bunch of patients, and yes, I'm pretty sure you can imagine what that includes. And then they killed a priest, and then they quartered an Nilfgaardian after he already told them everything, and then they took advantage of a defenseless young girl who they found in the rubble, and then they decided to come back and steal the treasure. Anyway, they're not good people. They are not good people. I highly doubt they'll become better people if I let them go, so... Right. This time we're not going to tell them anything. The bastards.
Gridley.
Gridley.
You're the Witcher.
I already have. Come on, let me show you something.
Let me show you something. Oh, wink,
Who do I
wink.
see? Remember me? Corpseman. Remember how I was torn apart bit by bit? Remember what you did with the people of this house?
You deceived us!
Crimes require punishment, and only retribution can lift the curse. I leave them to you.
Have fun. Don't stay up too
I
late.
need you no more. Let the feast begin, boys!
And then they die. Well, you know, they tried, I guess. They tried. I guess. But yeah, this is the corpse of the Nilfgaardian, and as you can see, that's not exactly torn apart. I know, I'm gonna say they didn't want to make it that gruesome. And by them, I mean the Shady project, but This does not look like a quartered corpse. At all. Even a little bit. And we get some stuff. And we get some experience. And we get to climb the hell out of here. You know, as you do. And that is the quest. And now we lifted the curse on this horrible, horrible place. Good for us. Good for us. Shortest way out of here. Yeah, I don't think we can actually climb like that. Can we climb like that? Maybe we climb like that. Hold. Maybe we climb like that. We don't climb like that. Exit, please. That's not the right way either, Jinsey. Oh, hold on. Because you know what I'm like with directions? I'll be right back. Never mind, I was literally just around the corner of being out. You're so good at video games, Jinsey. Okay, anyway. Next. We finished most of this. I think there's still a few things. Yeah, there's still more tunnels to destroy. I killed one queen. I think I'm gonna go and talk to the troll, because I like the troll. I mean, like the troll? I like the troll. And it's kind of on the way to the kayran, I think. So let's just do that. We don't want to talk to Lorethrough yet, because Lorethrough's a bastard. The less time we spend talking to Lorethrough, the better. I'll skip the walking, so I'll be right back. Right, so I actually walked past some cocoons, and you know, if I'm here anyway, I might as well kill another queen, right? I might as well. Yeah, I'm not really in combat with a cocoon, Geralt. Calm down. Open it up, my friend. There we go. Another one. And then, by the end of this, I can do the entire main story quest. Devoid of monsters. Which is my favorite thing. Don't do that. That hurts people. And by people, I mean like witchers. And I'm a witcher, so you know, I'm just saying. Please die. I don't have all day. I will slash you in your squishy spot. Are you dead yet? How about now? How about now? Thank you! Okay. Done! Now give me your stuff. Please. No, seriously, please. I said please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, I think we're around the corner of where we need to be anyway. I keep wanting to draw my sword to run faster. Old habits, etc. Wait. Really? We're doing traps again? What do you like? Yeah, okay, so we're at the troll bridge now. See, I always like these statues, right? I just want to talk about this a little bit, right? You see these shrines of Veopatis, and Veopatis was generally worshipped by humans. At least I think we find a book about it at one point, and I think they were mostly also worshipped by humans, but like the proto-humans, the first ones that were out here, and then they slowly started to forget about Veopatis, which was, I think, the god of the rivers in large part, and it provided protection and things like that. But I thought it was interesting that they are basically next to these, what I would assume are either tall bridges or might be aqueducts. I think that's what you call them in English as well. I think they might be tall bridges, but the fact that they're right next to it always made me wonder whether the elves also had some vested interest in Veopatis, because while they obviously don't look very elvish in structure, like this is clearly elvish, an elven bridge, and these are clearly not, but I can't imagine that the elves would, if they had their own religion, which I do believe they do, although they say, I think this is mentioned somewhere where that elves don't talk about their religion because they don't believe that humans or lesser races would understand it, would understand their form of worship of gods, deities, etc. We do know that they, quote-unquote, believe in Danamave, who is the queen of the fields. Basically, she embodies fertility and growth and nature and things like that. We know that they believe in her, but we see her, so she exists. Although in the books we also see entities of Freya and Melitele, who I actually believe are the same person. We see those as well. We see that they exist. So I kind of feel like they were set up at the same time and the elves sort of just condoned it in a sense of, let the humans have their thing. But maybe they also kind of believed in Veopatis. I wouldn't put it past them because it is technically still a nature-based god. I wish I knew more about the Veopatis in this world because again, I think I said this in the last episode as well. Camille already posted about this, but Veopatis is also a god rooted in our world. So this is an existing thing. I was still going to make a video at one point about the religions in The Witcher, so I won't go in too deep into this. But I always thought this was a very interesting combination, so I just wanted to talk about it, okay? I like to talk about Witcher things. But I guess that's why you're here. No, don't fight. Be friends. Help! I will. I've destroyed many of your nests. Does that upset you? I hope it does, because oh my god, were you annoying.
You stink.
Probably that as well. Though it might be because I destroyed their nests and now they can't shower anymore. Geralt, have you thought about
Master.
that?
Drives me mad. This cursed wood is full of scum, and that horseman has lost his mind.
Who might that be?
The troll! For years he's been collecting tolls at the bridge, for which is to keep the bridge tidy and drive away the scum.
What's the problem then?
Merchants from the port sent me to find out the what and why, seeing as this is the only path out to the port inland. But I found the bridge in ruins, and that cheeky cocksucker asked for liquor to let me pass. Across that pile of rubble, I says, and he smacks me so hard I see stars.
Loredo's put a price on his head.
If Loredo had his way, he'd cut us off from the world, that son of a bitch. We need a bridge, but a working one. And we need a troll, but a sober one. If you're looking to make some coin, hold off on killing the troll and see the village chief instead. He'll tell you all you need to know.
Right, okay, we will go and talk to the village chief, but first we go down because we can already do this part of the quest without going to the village guy. I think I have to drop down here somewhere as well. There's 2 drop-offs, just don't remember where exactly. But there's definitely 2 drop-offs, anyway. Because you can punch him and not kill him, so you can do that. And yes, this is literally a bridge, a troll under the bridge. Ironic, I know.
No what?
Yes.
No passage. Give vodka, you passage.
I won't pay to cross a ruined bridge.
Why should I pay you?
My bridge?
This is a pile of rubble, not a bridge. You're getting nothing from me.
Ah, from me? You get in mug.
Okay, now he's gonna punch you, obviously, because he's mad. He's a mad troll. A little bit drunk as well. Don't worry, he's not too tough to beat. Unsurprisingly.
Enough! Don't hit! I be good.
Right. You can say you're not good enough and then you kill him, and then you get Loredo's contract fulfilled. But we don't like Loredo, so we don't do that.
You're drunk.
Vodka good. Head hurt, aye. But no pain in brain.
Brain pain always comes with a reason.
They kill my woman. She good. She cooked meat.
Who killed her?
Dunno. Me sit on bridge. Go home. No meat smell. Woman dead. Had no head. Guts to drink. In can't go people that kill. But guts to drink.
Yeah, so they killed his wife, which is really sad. And yeah, if you just kill him, then you don't get any part of this quest. And this quest is the reason why we have to do the gambling thing. I'll find the murderers, and you'll stop drinking.
If I find your woman's murderers, will you put aside the booze?
You no find none.
We'll see. I've got friends here. I'll talk to them.
I will indeed. Find out what happened to the she-troll. Well, okay, I already know what happened to the she-troll. By the by, on this side, there's... You can go here. There's somewhere around here, there's a... Or somewhere around here, there's like a bandit camp. Like, none of this really has any story. It's just kind of there. There's a tree here somewhere as well, like when you just get there, and there's a named ghost. It has a Bruxa model, or like the Witcher 2 Bruxa model. Again, she doesn't really have a story either. There's some elves hanging from a tree near it, but like none of it is explained. I'll go there once, but it's just like it's literally just a swamp of stuff. I thought I just had that said. If you were ever wondering, it's like, well, what quest is this for? It's not really a story. It's just sort of there. It has a few bits that you could, link to the story, but it's nothing too lore heavy, which always really confused me. Up you go, Geralt. Up you go. Go on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, and now I want to go and check the kayran, because that is much closer than going all the way back first. Yeah, so we'll go and do a walk around, because I have to go and talk to the kayran. Yeah, man, I gotta talk to the kayran anyway. Get me my magic. So I'll walk over there, and I will see you there.
Elves to the moon!
I'm sorry, I had to show you that gem of a call out. Elves to the moon. I mean, elves to hell, I kinda get. Elves to the sea, I kinda get. Elves to the moon? I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. Wait, is that actually this way around? I think it might be. There's like a sort of a bandit quest kind of thing here as well. I don't think I can do that yet, though. Can I do that? Yeah, I don't think I can do that. No, I'm killing your dude. Stop that. Slapping. Where are you? I'll argue, sort it. Aw, never lucky, man. Never lucky.
Temeria for Temerians!
Temeria for Temerians. Oh, you're one of those people. Good to know. Oh, God, I missed. I suck. Fine. He's very confused. Oh, he's stuck between the fire. Between the fire! Come here! Go on. He's my friend now, but I don't want him as a friend, obviously. I just realized I haven't even shown you that. Was that the first time I showed you that? I think it is, actually. Yeah. Axie makes them fight for you. And it's kind of hilarious, but that is also what makes the magic build so cheesy for trash, quote unquote. Because you could just make all your enemies fight for you. Hi, Triss. What up?
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
Not much.
If the kayran attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
I mean, some boats, kind of. I think you can see a better view of it from here. Hold on, because you don't actually really go here. It's not where you're supposed to go. Yeah, you can see a much better view of it here. That's the boat! Pretty big boat, right? And yes, this is again probably an elven bridge. You feel like the elves built like 90% of the world. You know, they probably did. That and the dwarves. You know what I'd really like to see? The world the way it was when there was just the gnomes. Because you probably already know this, but the gnomes were the first ones to be here. The first inhabitants of this world. I mean, I don't know. The unicorns were probably there before that as well, but curious, man. Because gnomes are apparently super smart. Well, not apparently, they are. Gnomes are super smart. So they could have built something pretty cool. Like Gnomergan, but better.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, me too. What kind of a walk? Oh, you're doing the camera thing? Of course you are.
See those footprints?
Yeah. Strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
And or are you? Well, they are. Oh, no, not that one. Ah, sold it. You know what? Why not? I was gonna show you anyway. Go on then.
Medallion's vibrating.
Oh my god, the medallion's vibrating? Oh, well, what could that mean? Certainly not that... Oh shit, I didn't even target someone. Do love some drowners! I hate drowners, by the way. They're not as bad still as Neckers, though. Let me just say that. Wait, am I using my... Am I using my steel sword again? Of course I am. Because I'm Jinzi and using the right sword? No, not today. Here. No, don't kill that one. Yeah, that's right. Ah! Fight for me, minion. There you go, that's better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right, Place your bet, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. Aw, Triss, you killed him.
Drowners.
Yeah,
Nice
drowners.
to run into some old friends.
Almost
No, it
brings a
isn't.
tear to your eye.
I hate
Let's
drowners.
examine the traces of the kayran and get out of here.
Right. These are the traces. This beautiful mucus.
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions. This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
I'm a mutant.
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer cells. In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
I already know what it is, but of course!
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, we frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me. What else?
The kayran's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to figure out how I want to fight the kayran. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
You're right, so if you play on higher difficulties, you don't want to go into the fight without Ostmark. You really don't. Before you leave here, you wanna go check out the ship together? Look, it's a ship, and there should be another quest here for later. Key of the Petrashilis captain. I'm taking your stuff, but that is not all. That is not all at all. 'Cause, there we go. Mystic River. This doesn't end in this chapter. This ends in the next chapter. I know, that's confusing. Sealed copy of the personal diary of the Petrasilius captain. An exact copy of the personal diary of the Petrasilius captain. An elegant note on the cover states, deliver via the Royal Mail directly to His Magnificence, the Chancellor of the University of Oxford. And you can actually put that in the... there is a Royal Mail box in the game, so you can deliver this. I think you need the key for that first, but I'm not sure. And I think you only get the key on Roach's Path. Again, not even sure. No, that's actually not. No, definitely not. Okay. I'm pretty sure we can do this, so we'll get to that. The expedition to Loch Muin has proven a success that will doubtlessly please both King Foltest, who so generously backed our expedition, as well as the university. Oswin seems exceptionally pleased. I've never before seen a sorcerer jump for joy. Okay, Oswin, you read about him. You read his personal diary as well later on, so don't worry, I won't have to explain to you yet, because we're going to read about it. Oswin tried to get the crew to mutiny, offering them the valuables we had discovered, in order to keep the artifacts for himself. Fortunately, Foltest's marines remained loyal. Passing Vergen, there was a battle in which we sunk the Derdin. We had to flee, though, continually attacked by the harpies summoned by Oswin's spell. Oswin's spell still has the power to attract monsters, even though the sorcerer now lies at the bottom of the river. The soldiers bravely repel the monstrosities that harass us. I am almost finished with my report for Oxenfurt, which sums up the results of our research and marks the location of the Derdin's resting place. We're almost home. Right, so the Derdin sunk, obviously, and it had a bunch of stuff on there. So you want to get the stuff.
Forward this, but where the hell in Flotsam will I find a drop box for the royal post?
At Louis Merce's office, which is all the way back in town. I think that's all we can find here. I believe it is. So I think I'm gonna go and find the last few Necker nests and blow those up and then move myself back to town. Now I will definitely agree that that's just not very interesting. So I'll do that in my own time. And I'll get back to you. In case you were wondering, this is where the last Necker nest is. So like here, these are the surroundings. Okay, back to business. Right, walked my butt back to the town. I think we might have to meditate here for a while because I don't think he's actually in the mood to talk about Neckers right now. Could be wrong, could be right. See, this is the thing. First time we're stealing that. We can't search it. Yeah, that's what we require the key for. Right. Keep in mind that there could be another boat wreck further up the Pontar River. And there is. But that's chapter 2. Where do we get this key again? Anyway, yeah. Louis. Hi, Clovis. I hate you. Hi, Louis. I hate you too.
On your desk. Is that a drop box for the royal post?
Yes, I am the local royal postmaster. One of my many responsibilities.
Many. Ah, right, okay. We're gonna save before we do that. Because if you screw that up, then you're ruined.
What do you do?
I'm the royal castellan. I look after Flotsam's provisions, fortifications, and so forth.
So if I exterminate a monster, I need to see you about the reward?
Indeed. You could start by filling in Form H12 and taking it to...
I don't need to. I've got immunity.
Ah. Well, you'll find the notice board out in front of the inn. And good hunting to you.
I have already hunted.
Any idea why Laredo put a price on the troll's head?
Commandant Laredo has Flotsam's welfare in mind.
But the troll tends to the bridge, keeps it in repair.
Not likely. To start with, that's a dangerous beast. In addition, he pays no taxes on the tolls he collects.
Oh, how dare he. Wait, we're not done talking yet.
I solved your worm problem.
I believe you, but the Commandant...
Don't care.
Are remains proof enough?
Quite. Here's your coin.
I just dumped a bunch of embryos on his desk. Enjoy it!
I've brought some Necker remains as proof of...
I know what they prove, Witcher. The reward is yours.
Thanks! Okay, so that's all of them, so we'll save quickly, and then we'll try to coerce him.
Yes.
See
Would
if...
you mind if I looked inside?
We'll just retry if we can't.
Absolutely no problem. Enjoy your reading.
So long.
Right, so yeah... Because you can actually make every single one of these checks as long as you try long enough, you can get anything to work, really. Right. So this is not really necessarily the big thing, but I thought that was interesting. In answer to your inquiry regarding a local band producing Fistek, I hasten to inform you that we have not recorded any activity of this kind in Flotsam. Excluding tavern brawls, the town is mercifully free of vice, a fact we all owe to the energetic efforts of Commandant Rido. Rumours of the brigand Dimitri are likewise false. The rogue in question was executed for his crimes, of which I apprised you in my previous report. Commandant Rido urged me to convey that he advises you to replace your informer, as the present one apparently fabricates information. Put simply, he lies like a dog, thus tarnishing the good name of the intelligence service. The Commandant also wonders whether your next inquiry will regard a flock of pigs flying over Flotsam or elves approaching the garrison's walls. Gentlemen, please. May the gods preserve Temeria, Louis Mess, Royal Burgomeister. Okay, so the informer is obviously Dandelion, and this is being written to Roach. And it's full of lies, because Lorido is also in the Fistek game, unsurprisingly. And Dimitri is working for him. So, you know. And technically, I mean, the elves are approaching the garrison wall, so you got that going for you. Actually, speaking of Roach, we haven't had a chat for a while. I think we might go and check, go and check the whole Lorido case now. I think we can do that already. Should we do that already? I think we'll do that after. Actually, I think I'll make a cut for that before we do that. Go and chat with some of the people upstairs. I think Sheila's also in right now. Hi! This is literally all whorehouse stuff. We'll be back here because stuff actually happens here. But there's like a peephole here. And you can see into Sheila's room through there. I don't know how she wouldn't notice that. But hey. Hi! I'm stealing your income. Don't be mad. See, I'm still mad I can't sleep with her. I feel like I should be allowed to sleep with her. But you never get the chance. You never get the chance. This is rude. Incredibly rude. Thought this was a respectable whorehouse. At least let me sleep with you. I have coin, you know? Coin that I just stole from you, but, you know, that's beside the point. Hi, Sheila. That's a megascope, yeah?
Witcher, I've been awaiting you.
I bet you
We
have.
need to kill a monster that sinks boats.
Afraid?
No.
No, but I suspect we'll need to draw it onto the shore.
Leave that to me.
I can't wait. I bet it's something spectacular.
Not
Believe
really.
it. You'll do the honors.
The honors?
Once on the riverbank, you'll kill him, her, whatever it is.
Let's talk.
Did you find out where the kayran came from?
I didn't even try.
Rude.
So I take it you know it was created by a mage.
I guessed as much. And what of it? Do you wish me to feel guilty, apologize for some madman? I don't intend to. How did you know it was a mage?
I didn't. Just guessed.
So the reason Geralt probably guessed this is because in Risberg, which is another magical, not a school, more like a research facility where they experiment a lot, and they basically worship Alzur. They create creatures like, for example, the kayran. The kayran could very well be a Risberg experiment. They literally just go for monstrosities. It's like, Geralt comes in at one point there, well, he's coerced to go there, and he comes in, and with him he carries a small plate, like a plaque sort of thing. This, by the way, this is Season of Storm spoilers right now. If you've not read Seasons of Storms yet, then I would skip ahead, like, actually I would just skip, because after this, I'll cut the video after this, so just skip this if you haven't read Seasons of Storms yet. Right, so Geralt comes in with a small plate with like a number on it, or a combination of number and letters, and he throws it on the floor, he's like, hey, the hell is this? And the Risberg sorcerers are like, oh my god, I recognize that. Apparently it was a Malaspina / Alzur experiment, because when they made an experiment or a mutation happen, they gave it one of these plaques to identify the experiment. So, you know, this is version C1 of the gigantic lizard, that sort of thing. And Geralt killed one of those experiments. And he wanted to know what the hell was up with it, because it was killing people. And the sorcerers in Risberg got really, really mad at him for killing an experiment that was killing people. Because it was, you know, amazing, apparently. They just love the monsters. It's like top notch. You made something mutate. And because Malaspina and Alzur were also responsible for creating Witchers, the head wizard there, I think his name was Ortolan, started hurling abuse at Geralt. It's like, how dare you kill a monster, you monster slayer? Don't you know that they also created you? Completely ignoring the fact that Witchers didn't really want to be Witchers in the first place. So yeah, Risberg is an interesting place. But again, more about that in my magic video. I promise it is so close to being done. There's a lot of it. Anyway, I'm gonna make a little cut here. I will see you guys in the next episode.